we need to know, what is a habit? So a habit can be as simple as brushing your teeth or making your bed. But habits can also be bad. So like you could, be on your phone all night and like not exercise, which is not good. Don't do that. And a habit is basically a routine or like a behavior that is performed regularly or usually automatically. Now I'm gonna like start with a story. It's a real life story about a British cycling team. So this is a British cycling team, and like they like formed in like the early 90s. I don't really know, and they were really bad. They were trash at cycling.
Wow.
They were so bad that there's this like really famous bike manufacturer thing, and they didn't sell any of their bikes to these like cyclists because that's how bad they are. And throughout like 110 years, they only won one world championship. That's how bad they were.
Wow.
But one day, everything changed when this man came as their coach. His name is Dave Brailsford. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's okay. And he wasn't like any other coach. He had a strategy that no one else had. This strategy is called the aggregation of marginal gains. And basically, the strategy is to look for tiny margins of improvement in everything you do. So basically, he would like break down everything that goes into a bike and think how to improve it by like 1%. So he can make the bike better. So Brailsford, he would basically like just change a bunch of things about like everything. So he would like make the bike, the seat like more comfortable and like nice to sit on, and he would wipe the wheels with alcohol so like they could have a better grip on the floor. And he would like change the clothing so it's like more like better, like comfortable and more aerodynamic. So he would just like change it like that. And so the clothing is now better with a little happy face. That's why you know it's good. And so, he was so good. Like he got the best massage gel there is, so there could be a quick muscle recovery, because that's what you want when your muscles are dead. I don't know. And then he would hire a surgeon to make sure like everyone is washing their hands correctly and to make sure no one gets sick as easily as they should. And he would find the perfect bed and pillow so everyone could have a good night rest. He went as far as to the inside of the truck was like before it was like black, but he painted it white. So you could see the dust on the bike better. So to clean it out. So after like 5 years of him like doing all this, they're winners. And so they won. I make it work. 66 Olympic and Paralympic gold awards, 178 world champions, and 5 wins in Tour de France, which is the biggest cycling event in Europe, I guess. I don't know. And they did this all in 10 years, which is crazy. That's a lot of wins. And you may ask yourself, how did this happen? How did they win so much from just tiny little things? Well, the answer is simple. Small habits make a big difference. So, why small habits make a difference, you may ask? Well, it's easy to think that small improvements are like useless and you should use like bigger improvements to help. Though it might be hard to notice these small improvements, they're like the best thing for the long run. And this chart can show you how. So if you see here, the line going up is if you improve 1% every day. So that's like, let's say you like do this improvement in something for a year. You get like 37 times better. That's pretty good, You're like a noob to a pro. But you could do bad things in life and decline 1% a year. You go all the way down to 0. And that 0 is a pretty bad number, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, and I have a personal example of me improving. Maybe not every day, but improving is improving. So my goal this year was to draw better. So I would like draw not every day, that's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. But at least I would like learn how to draw better from like, I don't know, TikTok. Good way to learn. in the beginning of the year, like mid-January, this is how my art was looking. It was like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it, so it's like okay. But I didn't like really like stuff like the anatomy, like this style I do. So I like drew like every day to make it better. This is the better. So I like drew this over the summer because I'm gonna be real. Like during the school, I like drew twice a month, so it wasn't really every day. But in the summer, I like grinded so I could draw better. And so this is the thing, it's pretty good, Nice. So now that we know how to improve by like small percentage, we need to know the reality of the progress. So this is the chart of reality. See, there's two lines, as you can see. One is what you think would happen during your progress of getting better, and this is the reality, which is pretty slopey. And so, again, there's like four phases, I'd say. Like the start, like disappointment and potential, like the intersection, and the end is when you go up, because you reach your goal. So around the start and like between this like gap is what I'd say is the valley of disappointment. The valley of disappointment is basically where, let's say your goal is to become a bodybuilder. So you work out in the gym, and like after a couple months, you're not seeing the gains, and you're like, man, this sucks. I'm still kind of, I have the noodle arms, and it's not working. So you just give up at this point, and you're like, I'm not doing this goal no more. I'm gonna eat whatever I want. So your dream's gone. But if you find that undiscovered potential, and you cross through that intersection and be like, I can do this. I could just like train for, I don't know, a couple more months. I don't know how it works. And you're like, hey, I did it. I'm not butt. See, that's how you do it. Yeah. So another good example of this is becoming an idol, specifically a K-pop idol. I'm just saying. So let's say you're like a little kid and you're training to become an idol. Like you work, you do some Just Dance every day to get that dancing, and do karaoke every night with your parents. And as you get older, you're better. You're like still pretty good, and then you go. And now that you're better, you audition and you introduce yourself, start. It's not working. You dance, and then you sing, and a couple months later, after your audition, you get a phone call, and you got in. You're such a good dancer. I don't know. You're just good. And so you're now in a training program, and then you realize something because it's been a couple months. You're like, wait a minute, I'm dancing and singing for a little too much, and a little too much is like 16 hours. I don't know about you, that's a lot of dancing and singing. I would only wake up and go to sleep. That's like 12 hours. And you're like, I don't know about this. I don't know if it's healthy. And while you dance and sing for 16 hours, you have to look good. And looking good could be hard for some people. I don't know. And then, like bi-weekly, you have to get judged by people. And if you don't make the cut, you're gone. Your dream's dead. And so you notice that people in your group start leaving. That it's supposed to leave, but it didn't. But people are supposed to leave like this, and you're like, oh no, people are giving up. That's so sad. Should I give up with them? But you're like, no, I'm strong. And you continue the journey of becoming a K-pop idol. So, six years later, you become an idol because you did it. Okay. So that's short story related to what I said about the passing through the undiscovered potential. Because at the start, let's say the start was basically an audition. Because I'm just saying, Just Dance and karaoke doesn't get you that far. So that was your start, the audition, and you got in. And this is where the disappointment comes in, because that training program is really harsh. So that's why a lot of people leave and like give up, or they just get caught off. But it's whatever. But then you realize I can do it. So you pass through the undiscovered potential, and you're like, I'm better. So you debut as New Jeans. So basically, the summary is habit is a routine, is a behavior that is performed regularly and usually automatically. And tiny habits make a huge difference over time. Persevere through the valley of disappointment to reach your goals. Thank you.